morning to you. It must be 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time somewhere out there because it's time for another Hardison'S tip. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison, on this beautiful Tuesday, the 20th day of July. We do these tips for all of our brothers and sisters that are in our vertical of sales, whether it's major account, key account, up and down the street, in home sales, retail sales, or automotive sales. So let's get into it so you can get dressed and get on out of there and hit the road running. Last tape, we talked about how retail sales can better themselves doing some simple tasks. So, one thing we talked about is defining what it is and how you can get your employees up to that level of volume. If there's volume and value, anything that your sales, anything that you are asking for, or your product can do a lot better. So, next step, let's talk carefully. In other words, the words you use will create your success. By talking carefully, when it comes to consumers, you need to choose your words carefully. In fact, we've been through this with a lot of companies when it comes to ID card. On each watch you talk. Here's where I'm going. The only reason is if you talk something irrelevant, illogical, you are talking against your company and yourself as you engage with the guest. You wouldn't want to spoil your own image. And I'm sure that even your company's image in front of people and media, that's the key, most important thing. There's so many reviews that can crush you or propel you. So when you talk, talk relevant, talk business, talk ethical. It's how you talk, what you talk, and even what you say can earn you some additional business. So, controlling what to talk and how to talk and when to talk is a trick that needs a lot of practice. I know adults do not like to practice. You being the supervisor, you being the manager, force them to talk with value in themselves, their product, your company, and it'll go a long way. Another tip that's often missed, especially in retail, not saying that the other verticals don't find it, customers always say, I would have purchased more, I didn't purchase because that representative wasn't listening. So, one major trick of sales and also marketing is to listen attentively. Your whole focus is on the person on the other side. Yes, there's a difference in listening and listening attentively. What you say you are listening, you're only listening and you're not listening to address someone's problem or to give a resolution. Have you ever been in a store and here's an employee and a guest, and the employee is trying to say, well, this is not our. Listen intently before you respond. Thank you, Mr. and Miss Customer, for that information. Here's what I do know. Here's what company policy is. On the other hand, if you listen attentively, you pick up important points from the conversation that the customer is speaking about. That gives you an idea of what the customer wants and what the customer requires. Remember, they came to your store. Getting to know your customer and his needs or her needs will help you sell better. Hence, listening attentively is a very important trick, and even this can be mastered by that ugly word practice. Now, popular things we need to think about moving forward besides the listening. How about being good at service calls as well? Definitely you sell, and that completes your target. However, does that give your customer what they need to come back to you? You sold your product, services, it was brought. Does the add up to the customer loyalty? Now, what do I mean? There's always things called CSIs, customer service indexing, that's your main corporate headquarters that people are sending out about their experience with you while in that retail store. You can have all of the great scores. I want one thing only. Does everything add up value wise with you as an employee where the customer has loyalty? Loyalty. I'll take loyalty over CSI every day because that means that they're coming back, they're telling their friends, their family members, their coworker, add value so customers can have loyalty. Now, you need to do more to get more business from the same customer. More business comes up from the same client or the referrals. So, how can we work that? Why is that important now? Well, to soar customers, loyalty and references, you won't have an opportunity to get into their world. When you listen attentively and respond or justify, that's when the customer says, okay, I listened, I heard, I now I know I'm wrong or there is a compromise. They will share that with their other people, giving you more business in the future. Good customer service and good helpful behavior with that customer goes a very, very long way. So, a good rule of getting your customers back into your retail store, earn his or her loyalty for you representing the company and for the company making sure that they have this part of their process in and they're training their people. Keep the person who you are selling to. You know, keeping customers is not knowing the customer by his name, it is knowing him professionally by their requirements, by their needs, and to some extent also to increase your annual income. By knowing your customer and his or her requirements, you will be able to sell the right product to that customer. The more precise you're listening, you can guide your customer to a product and not really the right option. Know what he wants or she wants according to selling them a product, and then start to get the needs. Why do they need the product? What's going to happen for them when they get the product? Knowing your customer well is an important part of any retail sales. So I hope you're listening. Hope there was a nugget in there that could help you. Today is the 20th. We're coming near the last 10 days of the month. So let's try to hit our bonuses. If you have already achieved your bonus, congratulations. Let's just keep it rolling so the end of the month we can really see how this profession of sales can put money in your pocket. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President Champion Strategies, with another Hardison's tip on this beautiful Tuesday, July 20th. And as always, in parting, you go out, you make it a champion day.